Hello, Representative Helmer.
Derp.
In accordance with Federation law, we hereby place the Kukai Foundation under arrest for the suspicion of violating Article 798, Chapter 37, Collection and Concealment of Defense Information, and Article 2153, Chapter 105, Acts of Aggression against Federation vessels, and hereby revoke all rights previously granted. Shut down your engines and relinquish your weapons immediately.
Acts of aggression against Federation vessels?
Furthermore, should the Miltian government allow the Kukai Foundation to dock the Durandal, we will issue a state of emergency notice under Article 2384, Chapter 115,
Sounds like they need a lawyer.
18, Conspiracy to aid insurrection.
Sounds more like a
Looks
plot
like they think
twist.
the Durandal conspired with the Miltian government in an attack on the Federation fleet.
Wait, so were the U-TIC people the ones who set us up?
What Federation fleet? Hey, check out the network news on the sub monitor. You're not gonna believe this.
On the morning of the 21st, it appears that the 177th Marine Division flagship Woglinde of the Galaxy Federation's Tessadora Division came under attack by a heavily armed ship belonging to the Kukai Foundation.
Well, Shion would definitely be a witness against that.
What? I thought the Gnosis attack had been reported already.
The company has been identified as operating in conjunction with the Second Miltian government, and considerations for the possibility of treason have forced the Federation Parliament to
They
dispatch
did a good job doctoring that video. But how did they synchronize the battle coordinates as well?
Damn! That's from when we fought the U-TIC organization. Those bastards were recording it.
I see. That would explain how the absolute coordinates match. I guess that's their indisputable proof. Even I'm starting to think that we didn't.
Considering the situation, you don't sound very worried.
In any event, this is confirmation that the remnants of the U-TIC organization have infiltrated both the Federation government and the military.
Yeah, U-TIC set us up. The
The
bomb.
next target is...
Yeah, you.
This is such a blatant lie, it's ludicrous. As survivors, if we testify...
They'll just claim that you survived because you were in on the conspiracy.
Or you won't
This
survive.
is insane! Do you think this is why headquarters hasn't communicated with us?
Yes, Alan, that's probably why. Oh.
Yeah, they are in pretty big trouble now.
I am Captain Lapis Roman of the Galaxy Federation Special Ops Command Headquarters, Intelligence Bureau.
Well, aren't you
I hereby
special?
place the ship under custody of the Galaxy Federation.
Oh, I forgot this part.
He's just like, hey, man.
I understand you're from the Woglinde. I'll take you in as witnesses. All Vector property will be temporarily confiscated as
Crap.
evidence.
No, the hell, Cosmos! Oh,
Here's the 100 series Realian under warrant.
stop being mean to MOMO. Jerk.
Hey, don't hurt her! Ugh.
You're just gonna make them hit you.
Detain them in a single room and watch them carefully.
So we can all escape as a party. Yay.
Splitting them up will only serve to underman our guard posts. Investigate as much of the ship as possible before we rendezvous with the others.
Yes, ma'am.
Guinan Kukai, you are hereby under arrest for suspicion of treason against the Galaxy Federation. Come with me.
As you wish.
He's just like, okay.
Maybe they're confident that they can prove that this video is a phony.
Well, Guinan seemed rather nonchalant about the whole situation.
That's true.
It's all orchestrated too well.
Huh?
The fleet deployment came too quickly. They must have been prepared to ensure that MOMO would return to them, regardless of what happened. Or perhaps ensnaring Second Miltia was part of their plan from the very beginning.
As a neutral territory, Second Miltia was invested with a whole bunch of rights and legal privileges after the Miltian conflict. There are a whole lot of folks who still have problems with that, even outside of the U-TIC organization.
The asteroid where Momo was imprisoned. I wondered where the information about that place came from. Now it seems like it was all part of the plan from the very beginning.
Oh, but of course, somebody had to write the
When
script.
Mommy sent you to rescue me?
You don't think there are U-TIC members within the subcommittee itself?
Probably.
It's not inconceivable. Perhaps it was the very person who arranged for Momo's rescue, Dr. Yuri Mizrahi herself.
No! Mommy would never do something
Yes,
like
she
that.
would.
Alan,
Sorry.
Even when he's probably right, he's shot down.
Well, because if they just assumed he was right, that would end the game faster.
Yeah, the protagonists have to be stupid.
open
A
it.
little bit, yeah.
Helmer?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Guinan. I'm in a somewhat difficult position myself at the moment, but I'm doing what I can with the Federation Parliament. Now, the woman beside you is Captain Lapis Roman. Several years ago, I sent her to infiltrate the military in order to keep tabs on the U-TIC members.
Whoa.
She is one of my most trusted subordinates.
Always prepared, aren't you?
Caution is something that comes naturally with age. Captain Roman will
doesn't look
investigate the
that old.
Durandal's records before someone modifies them. Please assist
It's
her.
game aging.
Understood.
They only look old if they're supposed to look old.
Sir, there's an EPR comm from the CEO of Vector.
Oh,
Vector.
snap.
All right, I'll take it. If you'll excuse me,
Kaiser
I'll let you
Wilhelm.
know if there are any developments.
Busy as always.
Not half as much as you.
Translation, sucks to be you.
It's good to see you again, Representative Helmer.
Yes, it's Kaiser
Likewise,
Wilhelm.
Mr. Wilhelm. We haven't spoken since you resigned as Executive Committee Director.
I'm well aware of the situation. Allow me to make a recommendation to the Parliament as well.
Mr. Wilhelm, you're too kind.
Actually, my concerns have even prompted me to dispatch the Dameron, which is currently underway to
Another
the Miltia
German name.
system.
That word means twilight.
Your concerns?
This incident, surely you've realized by now that...
There's no question of the U-TIC organization's involvement in it.
Exactly. Given that, it can only mean they're after one thing. The original Zohar in stasis on Miltia, and...
Oh, that's where the originals are.
Voodoo.
Doo-doo.
Voodoo. Okay.
They're after doo-doo?
Voodoo.
We can't allow them to
Voodoo,
be
you
awakened again.
do. With the
I
oo-doo.
believe our firm's KOS-MOS and its related staff are currently in your care.
I apologize, Mr. Wilhelm. I'm afraid the link between the Kukai Foundation and the Second Miltian government is...
Ah, of course. Then please pass a message on to Guinan for me. Surely that would be acceptable.
That much I can do.
Tell him that we'll lend him KOS-MOS for a while and he can use her as he sees fit. We still have time before the Zohar project commences, and in the worst-case scenario, she'll definitely be of use.
Zohar
We'll have
Project,
the
what's he
second
planning?
R&D division and the tactical sim lab to provide support.
Another hidden
Are
agenda.
you sure?
Yep.
Isn't that top secret?
It's a calculated risk. From our point of view, the more real-world data we get, the better.
All right. I'll convey your message to Master Guinan.
Thank you. Good day, then.
So, the Kaiser is letting him use KOS-MOS so that they can get more battle data or something.
Which translates to Cosmos will also be in your party.
Yes.
The preliminary inquiry shall now begin.
Okay.
You know, in civilized societies, they do that before they arrest you. I mean, I guess if the crime is this
I am an
dangerous, it
agent working for
could be
Representative Helmer
different.
of the Second Miltian Parliament.
Of course, the fact that she's working for
He's
someone else
also with
complicates
us.
things.
We can go into detail later, but for now I'll just debrief you on the current situation.
Okay,
You are
mission
presently
time.
under the custody of the Federation government and the military.
Oh, snap.
I'll be honest with you. The way things are now, within a few hours, she'll be turned over to anti-Miltian forces. Specifically, the U-TIC organization.
What the hell?
Soon after, the second Miltian government will be stripped of all its authority.
Sounds like
At this
GTFO
moment,
time.
Representative Helmer is working with the leaders of the Miltian Parliament to buy us additional time. However, our opponent's skillful manipulation requires us to find concrete proof of your innocence.
But how?
That's the question. We need something that would give conclusive evidence of your innocence.
Usually it's the other way around.
Conclusive evidence.
Usually
The
you
fact
need...
that Shion was hacked by Gnosis and was all crystally.
What about the Woglinde's black box?
We've already recovered that. Unfortunately, sometime after the final gate out, it was modified to be exactly the same as the video recording, down to the time access.
Duh.
Not to mention, I shot up the database on that U-TIC battleship.
Dumbass.
What about the Durandal's database? A record of the battle against the U-TIC should still be there. Can't we use that to prove our innocence?
Is that a standard database?
Yeah.
Is that a problem?
Yes. Standard databases are too easily modified. I'm not certain how reliable they would be as evidence. If we had something that even the owner couldn't change, say a system with a AAA class encryption, then maybe.
What? AAA? You don't find systems with that kind of protection.
Yeah, aren't you a
just lying
member?
around?
Your car never breaks
Something
down?
Like that. You need the Federation government's mother frame or the UMN operating system. What?
We have one.
Oh, KOS-MOS.
KOS-MOS?
Yes.
KOS-MOS knows what to do if she has a flat tire.
Against the Gnosis on board the Woglinde. If we enter that as evidence,
Yeah, but in order to copy the record, we need the keys from both the Federation government and headquarters.
by diving into the encephalon and experiencing the record ourselves, we can make a copy through the connection gear.
But that's impossible without the dive equipment.
How about the service module simple dive unit?
You've got to be kidding. Besides, that's a violation of protocol.
Alan, do you
We
think
don't
anybody
have any
gives a
other
damn
choice,
right
do
now?
we? Oh, it's
Especially
so
not
fucking
Shion.
part of protocol.
But
The real question is, how do we get to KOS-MOS?
That'll
Hey,
open
that's
any
convenient.
locked doors you come across.
Skeleton
I'll just say
key.
that we were careless. But to make it look legitimate,
I
we'll
had a
need
feeling
knock
she was
me
going
out.
to say that.
You sure?
Otherwise, no one would believe it, right?
Everybody
You have
has
a
to
point.
depend on Ziggy.
Go easy on me, okay?
Kuno.
Slack.
Kuno.
You're pretty cool.
Ziggy's pretty.
Okay, these guys... Crap, who did I put in my party? These guys look like...
Let anyone die.
Only... What? Why do I have a party of one?
Oh, because this is scripted this way.
Okay. They have horrible accuracy.
Maybe because it's scripted this way.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Have I used this attack yet? I'm not sure.
Angel blow!
Secret Pillar! Which is an infinitely cooler name for that move.
Mm-hmm.